Last time on Misscliks D&D, our crew found themselves looking for work in the town of Squireport. After an auspicious start to their negotiations, they managed to secure employment in the form of a traveling exotic animal troupe, seeking travel to Redstone Port in time for the royal wedding between Princess Valis and his unnamed soon-to-be bride. Reminded that their previous visit to the town has resulted in the largest jailbreak in recent history, the crew made their stay a brief one, instead taking a more indirect approach to the capital. Along their journey, the ladies' dinner was interrupted by a crew of bandits, very nearly ending their story before its time. Though severely wounded, our heroes proved victorious and earning the praise of the town of Elder Pine. After resting and recuperating, they pressed on, arriving in Valis just in time to witness the presentation of the happy couple, and moments later, their demise at the hands of unknown assassins. While Lane attended to the wounded queen, Lily's sharp eyes picked out the familiar face, the form of Blackclaw, slipping into the crowd. Now, the Misscliks D&D Pirate Edition season finale.
That was pretty good, Conrad.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Enjoy. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's so cool.
Also, thanks to Mark Hutley of the Scurvy Dogs for writing that intro on the spot for me.
That's so cool. Awesome. I love it. Triple clap.
Now we don't have to do the what happened because Connie already told us.
Yes. So, you guys have been taken into the castle with the queen. And she's been taken to a separate location. You guys have been taken to kind of a holding area where there's people watching you, but you're not like directly under arrest, but there's definitely armed guards around you as like an escort sort of thing.
So we're not really in trouble, but they're certainly watching us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we need to reposition people because they are not in the right places.
That was awesome.
Sweet. Okay. After a few hours, actually, it's kind of a long, boring period of time where you're under close watch. You are brought into a room and introduced to a man who is the head of the castle guard. And he asks fairly plainly what happened.
I look around to see if anyone wants to speak or if they want me to speak.
Go ahead.
Well, we were merely attending the royal festivities, and we've been a fairly, successful crew in taking care of each other and others we meet along the way. We just came from Elder Pine, and we saw the distress that the royal family was in and just ran as fast as we could to try to heal. We have a healer among us, and we have some experience with treating wounds, so we tried to help, and it looks like we were able to help the queen, and unfortunately not the rest of the royal family. God rest their souls.
Why would a black cleric and a dark elf at that be willing to help the queen?
Honestly, we don't know why she does much of anything, but she's been much help to us.
If you don't mind, I'd like her to answer.
Dead.
Eliana?
Yes?
He's asking you why you did it.
Why you helped the queen? Why you healed the queen?
I don't know. Just because it seemed like the right thing to do. So we could be on good terms with the royal family, I guess. I didn't really want to save her. I just wanted to save the king and the prince, but she was our only option.
He kind of glares at you over this answer.
Well, that was honest.
See, what did I tell you?
Tell me, what did you see from where you stood? before the incident?
We just saw the 4 people falling from the balcony, and we just screamed, "Let's try to save them." And then Eliana stepped up and healed the queen. We tried to see if anyone was still alive, and the queen was the only one still left, so we went for it.
I mean, did you see who the attackers were? The assailants?
No.
We were standing with everyone downstairs, so we didn't have a really good vantage point.
But you saw men come and stab them.
I mean, Neal, I don't really remember what we saw exactly. I think it was like dark hooded people. I'm trying to tell the truth.
Does anyone else remember what you guys saw?
Yeah, we saw 2 people coming back at the back of the prince and the princess, or was it the queen and the king? Anyway, I think the king was stabbed first and he fell.
We just saw the king lurch forward and hold his back, and it seemed as though somebody may have attacked him from behind. And then we saw the royal family get thrown off the balcony. But from below, nothing was very clear.
You didn't see these people's faces. You have no idea who they were?
No.
I thought we made out 2 forms, but we certainly couldn't see any details.
I see.
Are we being held under suspicion? You seem suspicious of us somehow. Wouldn't you expect the citizens of this kingdom to help the royal family?
Yes, but as you were seen as the only people hovering over the bodies, or directly over the bodies, interfering with them before we could get there, there is some question as to how dead they were when they arrived on the ground.
I mean, why would we have saved the queen if we weren't planning on saving people?
It's still
Like,
being
if you were
established
trying
whether
to-
or not you were saving the queen or killing them. The
What
queen
about
has not
her
woken up yet.
Oh. Well, maybe we should wait for her to awoken, because I'm pretty sure she knows what happens.
And I would think that, considering that the entire crowd saw us attempting to heal the royal family, that most of the entire kingdom would be able to witness to our good intentions. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that you would be authorized to badger us this way, since we did do a great service to the royal family and should be being held as royal guests.
If it turns out you did a great service, you will be held in that light. That is to be determined.
But the crowd did say we saved her. I mean, if they saw us killing people, they would have said it.
Mm-hmm.
Why were they chanting we saved her?
I mean, we did not, there's 4 people that fell from a balcony.
We weren't there.
He
Like,
brings
we were
out,
down
he
there with
unfurls
everyone.
a scroll and slides it across the table to you guys.
I take it and read it.
It says, in the event, in the event of no proper heir, and in the event of my death, I would like my bastard son. Oh fuck! I forgot his name. Shit! All the things to forget. Where's my book? Kraz. I'd like my bastard son Kraz to ascend the throne. It's signed with a strange signature and then sealed with a signet ring, like a stamp of someone.
Why would you show us this?
This was just found an hour ago. This is written by the former king who died a few months ago. And today, of all days, this message shows up.
Okay.
Okay, but what
For all
does it have
intents and
anything to do?
purposes, it looks legitimate. However, since his signet ring went missing when he died, there is some question as to whether or not this murder was planned to put him on the throne. And if that is the case, there is a strong possibility that people in the crowd may have been planted or paid off to say certain things.
But if they were, and you think we are those people, why would you be revealing this information to us right now?
To see how you
We think
react, to
grasp
see what
at
you do.
straws, sir.
We're
I just
working with a
don't-
theory.
Like, if
But-
that was true, why would we have saved the queen?
Exactly. Why would we leave
My-
one person who saw everything live if we were trying to kill people? And why were we downstairs when the murders obviously happened from up top? The problem is obviously from the castle, not from the crowd.
If you were planning to throw people off a balcony, wouldn't you like some insurance that they remain dead when they hit the ground?
Well, why is the queen alive then?
That is why I'm talking to you.
And why weren't there guards around her? Why weren't there guards at the bottom of the balcony? Why weren't there?
Why
enough
would there
people
be
to
guards at the
why
bottom
did
of the
we have
balcony? 30
Well,
feet
if
below
you were
them.
We have
suspicious
to
of
Anyone could throw an arrow at them. There should be security on the floor as well.
It seems like
There
we
were
did your
guards
job and
about.
you're salty about it.
And we had taken precautions to prevent measures from the outside. We do have wizards amongst us.
well, did they see us? I mean, all we did was good, so I'm not really scared here. Like, do you have people who were there who saw us? Because all we did were run from the back of the crowd when we saw the crown fall from the stairs, the balcony, whatever, and run to the front, heal the queen, and try to defend her in case of another attack.
Okay.
We formed a circle and we tried to defend her, and as soon as the guards came in, we surrendered her to them.
December kind of like goes to him like not conspiratorially, but like, sensitively, and it's like, look, I know this has probably been a stressful day for you. I know you probably feel a little bit guilty because this is your job and you love the royal family. We're just trying to help you. We're on your team. You can believe us.
I do believe you. I just had
Well,
to make
good.
sure, and I had to do my job and double check, but you seem to be on the level. I don't think any of you are lying to me. And your story seems to corroborate the other stories that we have gathered.
We can wait for the queen to wake up.
Was she conscious when you found her?
She awoken once we healed her, and then she fell back into sleeping or whatever she is in right now, coma.
Hmm.
Maybe we could heal her further. I bet you guys have healers, though. You probably should use your own.
We have that being attended to currently.
Good.
Well, I think we all would love to make sure she's okay and wait until she wakes up if that's agreeable.
If you would not mind sitting and waiting a little bit longer until she awakes, we can make you comfortable with refreshments.
Sure.
You
Sounds
guys wanna
good to
stay?
us.
Refreshment sounds good.
Can we see the talking monkey?
Wait for that.
We
Excuse
did
me?
hear there was a talking monkey.
I'm sorry.
That's how we heard about the royal wedding. We were
Yeah.
offering transportation, and we helped the people who brought the animals across the lands. And then they mentioned a talking monkey, and we were really curious to see a talking monkey in action.
That's actually why we came to the wedding. It's kind of
pretty
lame,
silly.
I
It's
know.
pretty silly.
but I really want to see a talking monkey.
The owners are still being questioned.
Oh,
Oh.
well,
Uh-oh.
I
keep
hope
us
they're
up to
not
date with
bad
that.
people. That would be terrible.
Yeah, that would
That would
be
look really bad.
Hmm.
But
You say
mean,
you
we
brought
just-
them here?
we
well, they
carried.
paid us. There was
Yeah.
not like we were just.
That's
were
how we
looking
make
for
a
a job.
living. That's how we make a living. We help people cross the seas with our boat. So he has to transport animals across the sea, and that's what we
It's
did.
funny. They didn't mention anyone. They didn't mention arriving with a party of warrior women.
Huh.
Well, we didn't lie, so go talk to them.
Well, I mean, we
We
didn't
didn't
present
lie.
ourselves as warrior women, though. We just said we were offering transportation, but I don't know why we would say we're warriors.
Hmm.
That doesn't really matter. You should question them further. They seemed fine to me. They seemed like legitimate, normal people.
Except we couldn't see the monkey.
Yeah,
That's
they
sucks.
didn't let us see the monkey, and that was really disappointing.
Okay. So they send you off to an area where you can, where there's food and water and wine and whatnot, and you can relax for a bit.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do or say while this is going on?
We can talk privately, right?
Yes.
So the signet ring going missing sounds familiar, guys.
But when? Where? I don't remember that.
We are private, right, Neal? Like, I am positive no one can be listening to us.
Unless someone is hiding in the walls or using some sort of magic spell to spy on you, or they're in the ceiling and you just haven't looked up. Like there's no one within normal everyday earshot of you.
I look up.
It's the ceiling. There's no spies that you see.
Okay, well, I still keep my voice hushed. Okay, so we were asked to deliver a certain item to a certain someone at a certain point in our adventures.
Huh.
And
yeah, I see what you're getting at here.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you remember when I used the spell that made some paper levitate, and then we were like, signature!
We demanded a signature in return for said item from a certain person who we have recently seen and have seen get in quite some trouble, who may have said item now.
Yeah, that could be it. It wasn't magical, so it makes sense.
So it's unfortunate that we revealed to them that we make our living by transporting people, because the last thing I want is them to trace back our passenger, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean, we just transport people.
Yeah, I mean,
like, how can we know if they're good people or bad people? We're just transporting people, dot. End of sentence.
Dot. I like that. I agree. But just be wary of what we reveal from now on, I think, because I don't want it to play into the equation. But I agree. We are but humble transporting merchants.
Yeah.
On the up and up.
Warrior merchants now?
Yeah, apparently we're warrior women, which is like kind of cool. So I didn't want to correct him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's fine. You can call us warriors. It's cool.
Yeah,
just healed someone. It's chill.
Okay.
What's Eliana doing? She's just been like, she sullenly replied to the guard and then is just hanging out.
I'm just listening to you guys. I'm just still in shock. So I'm just chilling.
Eliana, you were the one who actually healed the queen. Do you think she's going to wake up and offer us a reward, or do you think we'd be better served to just get out of here while we can?
No, she's just going to die.
Why is she going to die?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
JK. No, I don't know. I think we should at least talk to her, because I think she might have some information for us.
Yeah, she saw everything happen.
Yeah, she saw everything happen, and she's the one. She probably may have gotten a glimpse of someone's face or something along those lines. So I think it would be beneficial to at least be there for her, so she knows that we are the people who saved her and that we want to avenge her. So
I hope they have a lot of guards around her, because I'm really nervous. They probably do at this point, because they know there's some danger for her, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like it changed anything. There was probably lots of guards for the wedding too, so there's obviously something going on here.
There's probably a bribed guard somewhere.
So, my impulse is to protect the queen, but we can just, being that we are pirates, and that nobody is listening to this conversation. Hypothetically,
and if they are high.
Yeah. Hypothetically, if some unbeknownst to us plan to overthrow the current royal family were to have happened, and we happen to know how that happened, we may have the power of information over whoever succeeds the throne, and they may be willing to pay gratuitous amounts of money to keep that a secret.
Yeah,
Just saying.
it's a good idea. It's a decent idea.
Yeah, we're in a weird position right now. Either we're fucked or we have a lot of power.
Or some combination of the two, maybe.
Yeah, we're probably
Yeah.
fucked in both cases. But in both cases, we're kind of in good standing as well. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's let's just wait.
Yeah, let's just wait and see what happens with the queen, I guess.
All right.
Okay.